the weekend, which means it's time for another edition of Technoholik, where we get you addicted to technology every single week. So first things first, take a look at what's coming up on the show today.
Want a budget phone? We get the best Android ones for you. It's been a great week in technology. We wrap up the news. But up first, all the new berries are here in the market. We get you the BlackBerry Bold 9900.
Okay, so that's our lineup for the show this week, which means it's time to kickstart the tech. BBM, three simple letters which got a whole host of users hooked on to the BlackBerry simply because BBM is easy to use, operates at a very minimal cost, and the devices by itself are just so cheap. You can get a BlackBerry for 9,000 rupees now. So why wouldn't you go ahead and buy a simple BlackBerry? But all of that will change because BlackBerries now, the new ones, will be available for as high as 34,000 rupees. The BlackBerry Bold 9900 and a whole host of other new BlackBerries for the season were launched at an event in Delhi. Siddhartha Sharma gets us all the details.
Now, Apple's iPhone 4 is one of the most desirable phones in the Indian market. It's got style, it's got performance. But BlackBerry phones are not that far behind as well. One of the main reasons that they're most desired in the Indian market is also because of the variety of phones that they offer to the Indian consumers. And now BlackBerry plans to appeal to the high-end smartphone users by launching their new BlackBerry Bold 4, aka BlackBerry 9900. So let's take a look at what is different in terms of design in this phone. The much-awaited BlackBerry Bold 9900 was finally launched in India this week. The new phone has a revolutionary design quotient than the previous BlackBerries seen in the market. Bold 4 is a slim smartphone offering from BlackBerry, which is just 10.5mm thin. The phone features a touch and type form factor and sure looks promising and stylish as well in its steel exoskeleton. So now when it comes to looks and the design, the BlackBerry 9900 is sure a top-notch quality phone from research in motion. But what in a BlackBerry really matters is what it's got under its hood. So let's take a look at the specs of this phone and decide for ourselves whether it's a performer or not. BlackBerry Bold 9900 has a touch and type form factor. It has an impressive 2.8-inch capacitive touchscreen, and the QWERTY keypad experience was better than what was offered on the Bold 3. At the back, the phone features a 5-megapixel camera capable of doing 720p HD video. The phone is powered by a 1.2 GHz processor and runs on BlackBerry's latest OS 7. BlackBerry Messenger 6 works very impressive on the new OS along with an augmented reality app, Wikitude, that will soon be released on the BlackBerry app world. Bold 9900 is priced at Rs 32,500. Now looking at the specs of the BlackBerry 9900, it sure looks one promising phone. But I would advise that you hold on to your pockets as BlackBerry would soon be launching new phones in the Indian market post the launch of the 9900. So let's take a sneak peek of what these phones would actually look like. The new smartphones to be launched include the new version of the BlackBerry Torch and a hybrid variant of the Bold 9900. First will be the BlackBerry Torch 9810. It'll be a touchscreen smartphone with a slide-out QWERTY keypad. It will feature a 3.2-inch display and will be powered by a 1.2 GHz processor. At the back, it will sport a 5-megapixel camera with 720p HD video recording. And of course, the new phone will feature the BlackBerry OS 7. The second upgrade to the Torch is the 9850. It will feature a bigger 3.7-inch display. Rest of the specs will remain the same. And last would be the GSM cum CDMA hybrid version of the already launched BlackBerry Bold 9900. So now with that Bold 4 which has finally landed in India and all those lined up phones from BlackBerry which are going to come in the coming months, BlackBerry is surely heating up the smartphone segment and in turn spoiling their customers for choice.
Okay, so those are the new berries for you. So now you want to know why would you want to buy the new BlackBerries over other devices like the Androids? which are available for much cheaper, or an iPhone for that matter. Let's get the price out of the way because they're all priced at the same level now. 34,000 rupees for the 9900 is just way too much. Wait for about a week or two, the prices will come down and then it's a good device to buy. Now, significant changes in the new BlackBerries. Yes, the BlackBerry 7 OS does work very well. It's very fast. The new liquid screen and the fact that it's the thinnest smartphone are added details on top, which obviously BlackBerry fans will like, and the fact that there's a touchscreen on the 9900 is very good, very fantastic detail, and we like the phone a whole lot. The other design changes in the other berries are good enough to get the crackberries in place, but I still think that you're going to go for an Android or an iPhone on top because A, they're available much cheaper and the app ecosystem is way better. If you're looking for something that will give you access to a whole world of apps, then the app world is not going to attract you that much. Also, there's another feature called BlackBerry Balance, which BlackBerry says that you should keep a perfect balance between your professional and your private life. With BlackBerry Balance, if you want to erase all your professional contacts off, you can do that without hampering any of your private information on the phone. That would be your SMS or your mom's contact for that matter. None of that is going to get erased. It's a nice little detail that's added on the phone and BlackBerry users will like that. So the final verdict on the new berries that have been launched is just overpriced for now. Wait for a week or two, then buy the phone. But otherwise, it's a BlackBerry. It's got a nice system that it works on and nothing is going to change that, and you crackberries will buy it no matter what. Alright, so that's our verdict on the new berries that have been just launched. But if you don't like any of those at all, then it's time for a very short break because on the other side, we'll give you some Android phones and a couple of super phones on Technoholik.